Going to go back live to Dan McLaughlin. He's standing by with our friends from CAL Fire. Danny?
Good morning, Todd, and good morning to our viewers in Northern California. I'm Dan McLaughlin along with Chris Sauer, who's a captain for CAL Fire, and we are here in one of the dark chapters in Lake Tahoe's history. This was the Angora Fire. We're actually standing in the middle of a housing development, and there's homes all around us. But as you can see, not too long, 8 years ago, this area burned down. 250 homes were destroyed. We learned a valuable lesson from there called Ready, Set, Go. Can you explain that to anybody who might be coming up or owns a home up here, what that means?
Absolutely, Dan, and this program is for everyone in California. It's not just for Lake Tahoe or the Lake Tahoe area. It's for all residents in California. Something we talk about. We live in a fire environment. California is a fire environment. We've had fires for thousands and thousands of years here, and now we're living in that fire environment. And so the first thing is to recognize that and be ready for a wildfire, because we know every community in California has been impacted by wildfire in its history at some point. So be ready for that wildfire. Then be set for it. So that means have an evacuation plan. Be thinking about what you're going to do with your pets. Be thinking about what, if I have 15 minutes, and sometimes you may have less, what will I take and put in my car? And be ready to go. And so when the fire does come and we tell you to evacuate, then go. Don't wait around. Don't look for things. Don't have a plan. It's really important to plan ahead. I know that the city of North Lake Tahoe Fire Protection District up there, Incline, just held they held a citywide drill where they were doing this Ready, Set, Go. Everybody's getting ready, everybody's planning, and then have a plan. Have an outside contact that you can call to say, this is where we are if the family's split up. Have your pet carriers available so that you don't have to go looking for them, so you can put your pets in there and take them with you, because pets are part of our family nowadays. Yeah. So have all of that planned out. We want to be ready to go. We have to be set to go, and then when it's time to go, we evacuate. One of the things about the Angora Fire that I'm very proud of as being one of the initial responders, and the El Dorado County Sheriff's Department did an amazing job. We lost 250 homes, but no one was injured, no one was killed when this fire burned, and that is a win.
And it's important because our viewers in Northern California can remember the fires in the Oakland Hills, fires up around Santa Rosa area. They're all over. So it doesn't matter where you are, wildfire is important. But one other very important thing that came out of the Angora Fire was defensible space. And I know that no matter where you live, the best thing you can do is go to a local nursery, ask for plants around you that are native, that are fire retardant, fire resistive, and don't take a lot of water. And we have an example right here of something really beautiful.
Yeah, this is a rose. Again, I'm not a landscape architect, but I've seen this on a lot of landscapes, and it is drought resistant, it's fire resistant, and again, any plant that you get, once you plant it, once it's part of your landscape, you want to maintain it. You want to make sure that the dead material's out. You want to rake the pine needles. I don't know how many pine needles I've raked. We want to rake pine needles every year after Memorial Day. We tell people, rake your pine needles, get them out of your gutters, get them off of your roofs, get them out from around the house. We recommend 30 feet. The defensible space code, Public Resources Code 4291. The state law is 100 feet or to your property line, whichever is less. Okay?
All right, that makes a lot of sense then. So wouldn't you say that a lot of the issues where people put in plants that looked pretty but really were not very safe?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, we talked about juniper in the last one. It burns very well. We actually were fighting a juniper fire right over here during the Angora Fire, just a few blocks up. And so there are plants that are probably not the best choice. But like you said, go to your local nursery. There's lots of nurseries in the Tahoe area. They know what plants are fire resistant, what plants are drought resistant, and then take care of them.
Thanks very much. All right, from the Angora Fire burn area, along with Captain Sauer, this is Dan McLaughlin, going back into the warm studio while it's probably nicer out here. We're going to go back to the host of the Today Show, Todd Offenbacher.
Thanks, Ed McMahon. Ed McMahon out there with CAL Fire. And on the phone right now, we got Jack West.